for a fun geographically themed video on the main function.
Wait, Lizzie, we're not talking about Maine, the state. We're talking about Maine like M-A-I-N.
Well, that's very disappointing. So, the main function is one you'll be seeing quite often in your programs, and it's really where everything you want to happen happens. So anytime you want to call another function, usually it'll happen in main.
Normally main is the very first thing that your computer actually runs when it's looking through a program. Now this is the kind of main function that we're looking for.
Everything you do will usually have a main function.
This is your function definition for main. Normally your call to the main function happens at the very bottom of your program. If you have other function definitions, those will happen in between your definition of the main function and your call to main. You still want that call to main to happen at the very end.
The way we declare the main function is slightly different and a little bit weirder the way we declare any other function, and it does take some getting used to. So,
this export word just lets the auto grader read your functions. So you'll need that at the beginning of all of your function definitions that you want your grader to be able to read.
This let keyword is the same one we use for variable declaration and for defining any other function.
Main is the name of our function, so we'll always have that one here.
This equal sign is just again the same one we use for defining any other function.
Async is a timing thing. This lets us use the await prompt number and await prompt string functions that Chris has built into TypeScript.
They are very magical. And then our parentheses here are empty because main actually requires no parameters to run.
It doesn't need any information to get started. That's also why these parentheses down here are empty.
And then at the end, we just have what looks a little bit like the greater than equal to sign, but it's something special called a lambda.
And then we have our open bracket here, which says this is the beginning of our function body for the main function. And don't forget this closing bracket here to say, okay, we're done defining what main is going to do. And the semicolon that follows that closing bracket. This is where all your code's going to go, everything that should happen for your program. You might call to other functions that happen out here, but then you always hop back into main. And once you hit the end of your main function, then your program's done running.
I apologize to the more geographically inclined of you out there for disappointing you.
Maine is a great state. Probably. I've
Never
been
there. Never been. So that's one thing to put on the list.
If you've been to Maine, leave it in the comments below.
Tell us how it is.
Thanks for watching.